Now
So,
what?
you can handle a lot of harder tests. This is a brand new introduction track designed for new test subjects. You should do this really quickly. I've got a plan.
Yay!
Mel, over here. Change of plans. I found a panel that I can move out of the way. Portal down to that catwalk in the distance. I'll tell you more there.
That catwalk in the distance. Does that work? Yeah, it does.
So, I was thinking, if this computer has scanners searching for biological substances, maybe there can be some interference? You know, with things like plants? There's an overgrown testing track across the facility that hasn't been converted yet. If we can get there, I think we can confuse it.
Plants. That sounds cool.
Perfect. Just perfect. The button's blown a fuse. Maybe, if you get up to an upper level, you can get the elevator.
Maybe we can. Now, how does one get up to an upper level? Is that a wall? Yeah, it is. Now, how does one get higher still?
Alright.
Oh no, we don't need to.
I
Good.
was able to hack into that system and run a basic diagnostic before I got booted. The computer is known as the Aperture Employee Guardian and Intrusion System, or AGIS for short. It looks to be a security mainframe, trying to protect the scientists logged into its system. It hasn't been turned on in decades. Maybe that's why it's after us, and whatever that last threat is. Maybe it thinks we killed the scientists.
Maybe I don't really care anymore. I'm here for the puzzles, Virgil. Like this puzzle. It's very tricky. What's that mug say? Didn't I have a zoom in button? There we go. I like work. I just hate my boss. Yep. That's about standard
Alright.
office
I
mug.
finally got access to some schematics of this place. I can guide you to that overgrown testing track now to cover our tracks. Head through the corridor to the left. Should take you through the work in progress test chambers.
Should it now? Work in progress. What if I want to go this way, Virgil? I can.
Oh, why on earth is it always such a problem to get from point A to point B when you're outside of the testing tracks? That red laser on the wall seems to be controlling that door. You should
see.
probably find a way to block it.
I was wondering what that red laser was doing there. Can't seem to pick anything up. Is there anything else around and about? Doesn't look like it. Can I fire a porcelain there? Probably not. Can I stand in there? Seems like no. So now it's just a case of stroll about until we find the one item that we can interact with. Seems that might be the case. So is there a reason we could come into this room? Is this the room that's got something we can pick up? I mean, it's got another room there, actually. Oh, that puts us back here. Cool. Oh, hello. That's the thing we can interact with. Oh, Cube Friend saving the day for the millionth time. I was thinking that hole did look suspiciously cube-sized. Good old Cube Friend. Now what? It's looking cool in here. I'll give it that. That looks portable. But I can also just stand on it. Ah, so I could go boingy boing, to use the technical term. Always seems to spit you out facing a direction you wouldn't expect.
Great. Through there is a crappy backstock chamber GLaDOS was designing before her demise.
That didn't
Never
actually work.
finished, but it should at least be working.
Is he not going to explain who GLaDOS is? Because we don't know who GLaDOS is. We are ignorant of such matters. Because we're just Mel. Right. Let's see. Which way should I be facing? That way? No, that's not going to work, it seems. But then, why is there another... Oops. There is another portable surface up here. Does that help us in any way, shape or form? Did we even need to faff around with portals, or could we just do that?
Through there is a crappy backstock chamber GLaDOS was designing before her demise. Never finished, but it should at least be working.
Cube friend. Right, so we're back in proper puzzles. Huzzah. Now, we need to get cube friend through here.
Opening panels near biological target.
Oh no.
Error. Pit bottom detected. Subroutines unable to control.
You dodged a bullet on that one. I told you to be careful. Next time might not be so forgiving.
Eh. It's fine. What does that do? That pushes us that way. That's no help. Unless we put it there. And we go through here. That allows us back across the pit. But now what? What does this do for us? There's... Yeah, that'll let us turn off the grid, I guess. That lets us turn off the top grid. How does that help? Because we can't fire any portals on the other side from here. We can't get all Cubo pushed over because... yeah, there's nothing around there. Unless... we could put orange there. But again, that doesn't really help us, does it? Because it allows us to go up. But then we're not the cube. We can just go through the grid anyway. What does this need? Does that need the laser? Maybe. I suppose we can go into this bit. That's new. That'll just send a cube to its death, that's fine. That doesn't really seem to turn that off. I guess it turned it off. But it didn't look very turned off. What do you do? Ah, you change that to suck instead of blow. Can we fire one up there, fire one out there? We can. And then we could hit that and run across here. Good, that gives us time to do that. Come here, cube. No! Come here. Do we need you on this side? Or do we need you to come back with us? Maybe we both need to go through here. Right. Right, so that allows everything through except us, it seems. Right, so let's pull cube out again. This time we will turn that off, pass it through, but we're not going to go through ourselves because we're not allowed. Good. Now how do we get back across? Like so? Do we just jump into that? Can we jump into that? No. Can we jump from one to the next? No. Is there anything we can do from out there? Doesn't look like it. There's nowhere out there. We can fire a cheeky portal. We can't see anywhere on the side of this emancipation grid that we can fire a portal. The only place we can see from here is that top one. So we could get sucked back through if we put the cube on there, but we need the cube over there, so that's no good. If we could have stood on the cube, or if we could stand on this, which we kind of can. Oh, we fell off. But if we could stand on this button and then jump up, is that what we were supposed to do? Because if it is, that's pretty weird. But it's cool. It's cool. The main thing is we're across. But now, how do we get back across this pit? Like so, I guess. Right, so we're back across the pit, and we can now use our new laser cube friend. What did that do for us? That opened the exit. But that by itself isn't helpful because we would need to put it... This is too high, you see. If we could put it on top of the other cube, then we could get the exit open. But we haven't got the other cube. Was there anywhere over here where we could turn off any of these grids? That button will turn off the grid. Okay. So you come with us. Hopefully that's across. Yeah, it is. Good. Right, so you turn off that grid for us. But now, how do we get you through? Can we just toss you? Maybe. Where do you drop things? You drop them there in the middle of the room. And then if we do that, does that raise you up enough to allow you to come with us? Maybe. Yes. Alright, so let's bring both our cubes across. I'm not entirely sure that we've solved this in the right way, as it were. But I think we've solved it. I feel like some of those steps were a bit not intended, but I could be wrong. As you've seen so far, I'm not some sort of portal genius. I'm a bumbling idiot. But yeah, I was right in that theory anyway, that that's how we get the door to stay open. Good.
Indicate target in elevator shaft. Activating trap elevator.
He thinks you're going to use the elevator?
Well, he's just told me it's a trap. So maybe we have a little look around.
Well, he's in for a nice surprise. There are tubes on the side you can use to get towards the overgrown testing track.
Yeah. So I was supposed to walk into the trap elevator, I guess. But we haven't. Let's drop a quick save. Just in case I botch it and end up back on that last puzzle. There we go. Oh. Are you sure about this, Virgil? Or should I be going up? I mean, up is what we want, right? No trap elevator for you, Aegis. Do I drop onto there now? And up through this door? Yeah, we do. Check out our wrinkly brain. We'll just pull that lever because when is it ever bad to pull levers? What's through there? Anything? I mean, there's a hole that we can portal into, so let's do it.
Alright, this next test chamber is still under construction. Generally, they need to be tested at least 3 times before they're finalized. Some people just can't count further than that, I guess.
Ha! That's a Valve reference. The fact that Valve can't count to 3, which is why we're still waiting on Half-Life 3, Left 4 Dead 3, Team Fortress 3, Portal 3. It's true. They really can't count to 3. But that's fine. Where are you going? Down there. Do we want it down there? Do we want it over here? Do we want it over there? Maybe eventually. Do we want it over there now? Because we could do that. I mean, we could probably just drop with it, couldn't we? But that's more fun. That was cool. I like that. Whee! Oh, we missed. Okay. Whee! There we go. Right, so what did that do for us? Opened up an emancipation grid to another bit. Fine.
Construction subroutine controlled. Installing additional hazards.
Turrets, and let's see what I can do. How about I fire up the lasers? Deep pit. How about a hardline bridge?
That would be cool. Now, are we going this way or are we going back through there? Yeah. Because it seems like they're not going to put turrets down there without sending us back around. So yeah, it's the same puzzle again. But now we've got a hard light bridge up there. Okay. Oh dear. What is that cube doing down there? Is it just floating? I mean, there it is. That'll do. Now. Wait. Stop that. Yeah, we go. Turret's out of the way. But now, how do we do anything? Because those bits are in the wall now that it's flattened, but hard light bridge up top, what does that do for us? Still trying to get over there. I don't see what purpose this hard light bridge serves. And going through there is just a death pit. Yep. Oh, don't make me fight the turrets again. They almost killed me last time. There we go. Okay. Turret's down. Is there anywhere worth firing the laser at? I don't see any switches. Alright, drop another quick save, just cuz. Because we don't want to do those turrets again. We want to be free to experiment. We can't portal on those, can we? Can we portal on that ground one? No. So we can't get across. The cube can't get across either. We can't go back out the door. The hard light bridge appears to serve no purpose, right? Oh, we can fire it on there. That does not look like a portable surface. That's just dark grey. That's broken all the rules of the game to date. But we will take it, I guess. Right, so that's version 2. Now what you got planned?
Test successfully completed.
More turrets, good.
Increasing test difficulty.
Oh, it's only test difficulty this time? I'm sure you can handle it. Just make sure to dodge the bullets again.
Right, let's go again. Round 3. So, have we got our cube? Was that wall portable before? I don't know if it was, you know. We don't appear to have our cube. So we could do that. And get across. How does that help us? Do we just bum rush the turrets? Yes, we do. Okay. Lovely. Right, so that's us across. Now what? We wanted to get up there somehow. I guess we could just... Yeah, these are portable, aren't they? So... Or are they? Yeah, they are. Guess we just do that. And we're up. Almost. Almost up, anyway. But we need to be up there. Right, so these surfaces aren't portable, it's just this one. Now what? Is the ground doable? No. Does that do anything for us? That might be what we need to open the door. So, how are we going to do that? Are you heavy enough to hold a button down? No. I'm guessing even if we pile you up, you're not heavy enough. So we need to find a cube still. Probably. The cubes were up there, but we haven't got a button. Oh yeah, we still got the button. Never mind, eh? Nope. We're stuck. I'm trying to overthink things again. No, no. Let's get ourselves a cube. Thank you. Right, that's the start. So that can sit on here. At least it could if these turrets weren't in the way. But I've kind of broken everything by leaving them there. Right, so cube can sit on the button. And then once we've gone through... Oh, we need to go through from here though, don't we? So... yeah, that keeps the button pressed. But now what? I mean, we could put a portal over there, and that allows us to get across here again. But then how does that help us? Because we've got nowhere over there we can place portals. I mean, what if we blocked... well, no, because then the door's shut because we've only got one cube. Unless we blocked that with a turret, maybe. Does that do anything for us? Does it even work? No, it doesn't. Although, it sounds like it works. Kinda. Okay. That doesn't help. Yeah, I didn't even see what it was doing if I was blocking the laser beam. But the turrets didn't seem to do it properly without exploding, so let's abandon that line of inquiry. Just keep firing portals around until we can find a potential solution. What if we do that? Does that block the laser? No, it doesn't. Okay, so that's that ruled out. Maybe if we head back down, let's just see what happens if we block the laser. It did something. Oh, it brings down the lift slightly. Okay. So it brings the lift down. Right, so it's definitely part of the solution. And then what if we send that through, but then it falls off and disappears? But now, if we do that, it's going to fall through and onto there. And then if we do an orange here, we can't reach it, can we? Wait a minute, wait a minute. Yeah, come here, Cube. I've got a new plan. One that might actually work. So, the blue portal is next to the button. So if we fire the orange portal like so, yeah, it falls through the portal onto the button.
Organic threat escaping new test chamber.
Organic threat escapes.
Not in place.
Alright, good. Looks like it doesn't know where the elevator is heading to. Up ahead are the overgrown parts of the facility. I can try to reroute the elevator again if it holds up. There is an office area nearby from the same time period.
Whatever, Virgil.